I get the same thing on the right-hand side, okay? It's not a whole number, it's not pretty, but they are equal to each other. When x is -1, both sides are equal, and that's what we need. Okay, another way you could do it is by putting this in y equals like we did here, right, on the first one. Put this in the first side, this in the other side, then look at the table and see where they cross. And they would cross only one time, and it'll be at -1. Any questions on that one? All right, y'all are good. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do number 3. The square root of 2x plus 5 minus square root of x plus 7 equals 0. Sorry, this minus should be out from underneath the square root. So number 3, what's the difference between number 3 and number 2? It's equal to 0, right? We have 2 roots like we did on number 2, but they're on the same side. Okay, and in order for this to work, we got to get one root alone, right? So we need to move this one over to this side. Since it's minus square root of x plus 7, we'll add square root of x plus 7 to get it to the other side. And then it'll be a problem very similar to number 2. And again, I'm going to put my 2 here to show my square roots, just because I think that that's easier to help you not forget. Okay, then what do we need to do? Square it. You'll square both sides, right, to get them out from underneath the square root. Okay, square both sides. Okay, that gets them out from underneath the square root. Then solve. Okay, I want you to solve this one on your own. Okay, square both sides. Then move all your stuff and solve. Good. You should get a whole number on this one. You don't always have to, but you will in this one. So 2x minus 1x here. Yeah, subtract it on that side. And then I would subtract the 5. Yeah, you end up with 1x. Yeah, and then I would do minus 5 from the 7. I'm coming. I'm going to other people. You weren't done yet. All right, if I didn't get to you, sorry. Doesn't mean I don't love you. Okay? Good. we square both sides. All right, that leaves me with 2x plus 5 equals 1x plus 7. Okay, I like to move the x's first, so I would minus 1x. And that gives me 1x plus 5 equals 7. Subtract 5. Gives me 1x equals 2. Okay, 1x equals 2. Divide by 1, x equals 2. All right, good job. All right, like I said, most of this is all stuff you've already done before, solving like you normally have. Okay, it's not that different or new. Once you know what to do with the square roots. Okay, the next part is a little bit different. I think these problems are easier, but it's something kind of weird that you haven't probably done before. Okay, so it seems a little odd at first, but don't let that worry you because I think it's even easier. Okay, we're going to solve the equations with rational exponents. Okay, we're going to solve the equations with rational exponents. So the same type of problems, but they look different. Okay, it's just a different way of saying the same thing. And in order to do these, we got to remember something we learned maybe the first or second day of the 6 weeks, okay? That if you have this x to the 2/3, this is when they have, instead of having the radical sign, they have a fraction exponent. That's the same thing as having a radical. Remember, the number on bottom is the root, and the number on top is the exponent. Okay, so it's the same thing as a radical, but they use exponents instead. Okay, so it just has a little bit different method. I think these are easier and faster problems. Okay, but it's just something a little bit different than what we've done before. And the main rule is to undo, instead we know how to undo the root is you cube it or whatever this number is. Here, to undo the rational exponent, you raise to the reciprocal of the exponent. So this is kind of new, but again, easy. Okay, y'all are going to be like, oh, this is easy.